Hey, friends and neighbors, how y'all doing? Shoot, it's a mighty fine day to be out here in the backwoods of Missouri. Shoot, I'm sitting here with a good buddy of mine, Robert. We're doing a little bit of MTB box reveal. I know I've been a little bit late on these, ain't done one in a little bit, but, you know, for all y'alls that know me, you know I've been dealing with a lot of stuff with Heather, and just to let y'all know, she's doing fantastic right now, so we're all hoping for the best with that and keeping her around as long as we can. So, hey, this is all about MTB. I got a buddy of mine. He's part of our Missouri Backwoods Pro team. This here is Robert. We're excited to have him here with us. We're going to do a little bit of open up this July box, kind of take a look at what's inside. Y'all want to save yourself $10? Go ahead and click that link down below. You'll save $10 off your first box. All right, helps us out, helps you out, gets you some amazing tackle month after month. I mean, each month is a little bit different, so having something that comes to you, in the mail gives you a little bit something to, different to throw at them there little green fishies. We'll have some fun with that, but let's get into this box. Let's see what we got for this month, and yeah. Hey, Robert, you want to tell them a little bit about yourself before we get started?
Sure. I grew up here in Southwest Missouri. I've been fishing tournaments since I was 14. Taking the last couple of years off just because of some life changes. I end up with a couple of teenage girls full time.
Sorry about that.
So that's yeah. But anyway, they're 14, 16, and they're about grown up and self-sustaining at this point, and hopefully here in the next year or two I'm going to be back out on the tournament trail. I've got quite a few tournament wins, American Bass Anglers, a couple divisional titles, won several Joe Bass events, been to the American Bass Anglers Nationals several times. Quite a few. I went for a while. I was fishing 3 and 4 tournaments a week, believe it or not.
Excited to have you part of our team. Absolutely.
Glad to be here.
Hey, let's open this bad boy up. Let's take a look at what we got in here.
All right.
I kind of like your opinion. I've been doing these on my own, kind of solo, talking about my opinion. I'm nowhere near a pro, but I've been fishing my entire life, and I don't think I'm too bad at it, but hey, as y'all know, when you open up this bad boy, you get your little dibbles there, get in there, read that. It's got some tips and tricks in there. It's got some, information that might help you out as a new angler, as a seasoned anglers yourself. You might see something in there that you thought, hey, I forgot about that. So,
and that happens all the time too,
doesn't it? Though
I'll tell you, if you look back in Bassmaster Classic history,
yeah,
you've got all these big guys that are out there making hundreds of thousands of dollars. 2015, Kevin Van Dam, actually one of the lowest weight classic ever was in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and everything put aside, he ended up using about a 20-year-old Smithwick floating Rogue to catch 15 pounds of smallmouth in 3 days off of bridge pilings.
Absolutely
That's how
amazing.
he won it.
I mean, hey, if you can go out there and win something, like that with your grandpa's tackle box, you're doing it right.
Yep.
I tell you what, I heard an old boy, he used to tell me, he's like, 90% of that tackle you find in the bait stores meant to catch fishermen. And only about 10%, if you're lucky, actually catches fish.
I agree. I agree with that completely.
Some of the things I've seen come out lately, I'm starting to really believe that. But hey, we got a couple of different things here. If you want to take a look, this is our little scorecard. Kind of gives us a little rundown of what each one of them would cost you if you wanted to buy them individually. What's our first one up on there?
I've got a Bill Lewis stutter step.
I believe that would be this one right here. So looks like a walking bait, maybe.
Yeah, that's going to be a topwater bait right there. Chrome, that's a color for a topwater I don't use a whole lot, but I have seen it. that is actually going to be about the size of the bait fish this time of year. You have a lot of
they say match the hatch.
well, absolutely, and a lot of the bait fish in this area here in Missouri, especially whenever you start talking Stockton, Pomme de Terre, Truman, Lake of the Ozarks, those lakes that are up a little further north.
Right.
Table Rock, if it gets cold enough, a lot of those shad die off in the wintertime.
Okay.
They come back and they'll be 3 or 4 inches long by this time of year. And I'm sure that under the right conditions right there, if you found him schooling somewhere, that right there would have the right kind of reflection that you probably catch some good topwater fish.
So you'd be talking to maybe a little bit of wind, a little bit of ripple to the water, overcast, sunny. I mean, with a color like this, I'm gonna go ahead and open it up while you talk about that. But sunny, overcast. I mean, what's your thoughts there?
For chrome, I definitely want some sunlight. That would be one. A lot of times what you'll find, we're just a little bit early right now, probably another couple of weeks, you'll find that the sunlight will actually bring them schools of shad up to the surface, especially in the backs of coves and things like that. And it'll take something with a little bit of reflection like that.
Okay.
I think on a cloudy day, it's gonna be pretty dull looking to the fish. I think on a sunny day, a little bit of ripple.
More of just a dark shadow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think sunny day, something like that. I mean, you definitely got a good shot. Backs of coves.
Now, unlike the whopper plopper, this is not going to have the spin to the tail, but I'm guessing walking the dog.
Yeah, it looks like something you could walk the dog with, and especially with that downturned tail in the back, it may have a little bit more vibration to it.
Okay.
Something like that.
Well, there you go. All right, so we've got that one there. We'll set that one aside.
All right.
What we got up next on that card?
Got a Savage Gear 3D bluegill swim baits.
Well, I would believe that would be these guys right here.
All right.
All right. So looks like a soft plastic. To be honest, I'm not real impressed at this point. Hey, MTB, I love you. You guys put together an amazing product, a hard package to get into. I don't know. What do you think?
All right, something like this. So my first thought is almost going to be more maybe like a river setting, something like your James River, Elk River, Niangua River, something
with
like
some
that.
current.
Yeah, I mean that right there. A lot of times these, whenever a bait's got a lot of detail on it like that, it seems like those rivers are where that tends to stand out. However, the other thing that comes to mind too are your deeper lakes like Table Rock, Bull Shoals, Beaver, Greer's Ferry, lakes like that. Late May, early June, everybody knows the swim bait craze is just kind of blown up.
Well, this
now.
is a July box.
It's a July box, so I'm not sure that that's where the July would be where I would throw it.
Okay.
But my thought is, bluegill in this area tend to spawn late May, early June.
Okay.
And they'll grow fairly quickly after they hatch, and that's about the right size for one.
Okay.
June or so.
It does seem to have a really, really, really nice detail to it. I do notice. I like the paint job, if you call it a paint job. I like the realisticness to it. I'm just concerned with how it's going to actually swim with that body style.
Well, if you feel it, it's got a weight, a forward lower weight on it.
Okay.
So I think it's going to swim straight. Now, here is my problem with baits that have this much detail on them. And I'm not sure how well that's going to show for the camera, but on a sunny day...
Here, just bring it right on up in there.
On a sunny day, are you going to see the color or are you going to see a reflection? It's got that real... I mean, I hold it at this angle right here, I don't see any of the color. I see the light. Okay. And that's the thing. The swim baits tend to do better, in my opinion, on a sunnier day. And if they could somehow matte that finish a little bit, I think might make it
dull it down a little bit.
Yeah, might improve it a little bit.
So okay, let's back up a little bit then.
Okay.
You know, on a say on a 1 to 10 scale. All right, we talked about this top water, you know, in the chrome. You know, where would you put this on a scale to 1 to 10?
Of something that I'm going to hang my hat on to catch a limit of fish, I might try it, but I'm not sure that I'm going to have a whole lot of confidence in this. I'm going to give it a 2 or a 3.
This one here?
6 or 7.
6 or 7. All right. Yeah. All right. Well, there you have it.
Right.
Let's go ahead and set that one back in here. What do we got up next?
Let's see. The Jawbone Tackle Company Death Wish. Oh, this ought to be good. Death Wish.
Okay. That sounded kind of interesting there.
Death Wish.
Want to go ahead and repeat that?
The Jawbone Tackle Company Death Wish.
Well, I do believe that would be this crazy looking thing. It looks to me to be a, well, it just looks like a swim bait. Let's go ahead and open it up and see what.
I like that though. I like the way that looks.
You know, I'm liking where this is going. I really am. I wasn't real impressed with that last one, but you know, oh. Let me get one out for myself to play with here. You know, I just like to play with these, right?
I mean, if you look at it, I don't know if you
thought it was maybe split on the bottom where you could maybe. Oh, it is. It does.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's for one of those underweighted hooks.
Okay, so you'd be able to rig this up, kind of a weightless, something to pull through brush.
They've got some swim bait hooks that are out now that the weight is actually more on the curve of the hook, on the instead of being on the head, it's more in the middle, and I think that's kind of what that design right there is for.
Okay.
The first thing I look at, if you look at that bait, it looks mad. It looks angry. That thing hates you.
I like that.
If you've ever seen the Spro line of baits, every one of those baits they look mad. Like, and that's kind of.
I guess I've never looked at my baits whether they were mad or not.
But that thing right there, it just looks angry. And look, you know.
I see what you're saying. I agree. I agree.
I tell you what, though, for something on a smaller A rig, or just thrown by itself. I mean, that's got a great little paddle tail to it there.
Oh, man, that's that right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's coming. A few more months.
Okay.
But
we
yeah.
may have that may have this may be another video right there. We may need to put that one on an A rig here. What month do you think we're going to hit that one off on?
I mean, you can start catching fish on an A-rig October, November, but whenever that thing, my favorite time to throw an A-rig is about the time when everybody stops. I'll throw it all winter long, it's good, but normally about December is whenever it really starts heating up. Of course, that's when I go to the jerk bait.
Okay.
You know,
yeah.
If you know me, I mean,
I we did we went out. We did a little jerk bait fishing together in the John boat. That was a fun day. I will say that I did outfish.
I don't remember that.
He doesn't remember that, but I do believe. I think, if I'm not mistaken,
fake news. But we'll do that video later.
Fake news. That's another
anyway.
video.
But anyway, you know, if you had a day, June, July, down here on Table Rock, and you're getting short hit on a swim bait or something like that, that right there might be the thing. If you're going to ask me on a 1 to 10 scale right there, I think I'm going to give that one an 8.5.
8.5. Okay.
Yeah.
I see it's got a lot of versatility. I mean, it's got several different riggings you can throw this with, so you're not stuck to one type of rigging. So depending on how you like to fish, versatile. I like that.
One other thing too, I think you might be able to do with that. Use something like a Eagle Claw HP hook on that. Throw it weightless like a fluke in the spring.
Well, you know, I did see in here they have a set of their off
There you
little
go.
wide gap hooks there.
There you
All
go.
right.
You can't ever have too many of
Three
those.
gaps, or 3/0, 3/0. So I'm thinking maybe that's what they had in mind for those, and probably what's coming up here next. So let's get this box wrapped up. I see a couple more things in here, kind of on the same lines. What do we got next?
Northland Tackle Impulse Core Swim Bait.
That's what I was kind of thinking. It was going to be this one, which really falls in line with what we were just talking about. I think this, personally, I think this would be another good one for the A-rig.
Oh yeah, that's.
I mean, look at the ribs on that. I see just a ton of movement of water. I love the slender body of it. I kind of think it should have a little bit bigger paddle to that tail, but I don't know. That's what do you think? Here you go.
To me, this looks a lot like a knockoff of a Kitech.
Okay.
But there are some differences. I do see the mold. The molding isn't quite as perfect as a Kitech on that.
Okay.
However, things like that, the fish aren't going to see. It actually feels a little firmer than a Kitech, so that might be a good thing too.
Probably help up with not having to rip up your plastics as much. Maybe not have to change them up as much.
Yeah, that right there would be a good bait to throw on a cloudy day, or throw a little bit deeper on an underspin or A-rig, or even just maybe a 1/4 ounce ball head by itself.
Okay, so that'd be a good bait to maybe pick up a few packs of those, and definitely have them set aside for that kind of condition.
Yeah, that right there would be a good staple to have in any tackle box.
I kind of like that. I really do. I think that'd be a good one. So, what's the price on those?
Let's see, those $5.79 for a pack. So that's
$5.79? Yeah.
little cheaper than a pack of Kitechs. Those are $7-8 nowadays.
Hey,
for a
you
pack
know,
of 6.
today's world, anytime I can save $1, you know, I think that might be an awesome thing. You know, once again, check out Carl's Bait and Tackle. All right, get yourself down there. The link's down in the description. Set yourself up if you ain't already done so. Get yourself $10 off that first box. I tell you, these guys over at Carl's Bait and Tackle, they do a great job. And last but not least, they okay. Now this is something that I know. This
it's
guy's
a 10.
Yeah, I tell you, there's a reason this one was saved to the last. It is. Oh my God! Look at that. That is just.
I was getting ready.
I'll eat that my damn self. Okay, that's some good shit right there.
You can keep that one. I don't want it.
Yeah, I'll keep that one over here. All right.
That one's a 1. The rest of them are a 10.
I tell you what, man. You know, I've been wacky rigging before anybody knew what wacky rigging was, and to throw that weightless right there. Oh, yeah, right.
Okay, now.
I would before you even say anything, I love what we've already unpacked, but in my opinion, for this month, all right, for July, this is my opinion, probably the best bait in this box.
Now, here's something, and I didn't even catch this till I had to do the sniff test. So here's something that I won't go into a whole lot of detail on this because there is actually a little trick to it. But people always talk about different scents and things like that to use. For me, there are a couple of bodies of water that I fish that I will swear by the anise smell, licorice, basically.
Okay, I was waiting for you to say it. That's exactly what I got, licorice.
And I actually, I buy a pure anise oil.
Okay.
And I...
Really, like an essential oil?
Yeah, it's a food grade. I get these little bitty vials.
Yeah.
And it's pure. I mean, it comes out so hot it'll actually melt plastic. You got to cut it with a little bit of mineral oil or something.
Okay.
But yeah, that right there. I'm going to tell you, there are a couple of conditions that, a couple lakes, couple of conditions that I will swear the anise oil will outfish any other scent 2 to 1.
that color, and you can't beat.
That's a great color.
Yeah.
I throw that on what a lot of people throw is a shaky head. They'll throw a finesse worm. There's a couple of different heads out there that I use. I throw a big shaky head, and usually it's that type of bait right
now
there.
Now this is a 5-inch. See, now you want to go to a weighted head, where I'm more thinking weightless. So either way.
I mean, the weightless is great in the spring, but the shaky head is good about 10 months out of the year.
Okay.
And that's what I throw is that right there is Cinco style bait is what I throw as a.
And what are they getting for a pack of these? What have we got?
$4.99. How many's in there?
I got 8 of them.
8? That's not bad.
I think it's a good price.
Yeah.
Good value for the money. All right. Once again, check out Carl's Bait and Tackle. Pick you up a couple of bags of these. All right. And I guarantee you put this in your box, you are not going to go wrong. And here's what I love about the bottom line. Check it out. America. That's right. That's what we're talking about. In every box, you get yourself a little sticker. All right. Put them on your tackle box. Put them on your boats. Put them on your trucks. Let everybody know that you're a proud fisherman. All right. So hey, it's been fun. We've got these here baits. We've got another video coming up. We'll.
Go ahead.
You like that? Look at that. Just going to pull them. So, hey, get yourself a mystery tackle box if you ain't already done so. And hit that subscribe button. Share this video. Like this video. And, hey, I appreciate each and every single one of you. Do yourselves a favor. Be good to one another. Peace.